guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kayla and today I'm going to be showing you how I took this minky fabric and I made these awesome Spider-Man and Batman Christmas stockings that I made for my kids. But before I do that, I just wanted to say thank you for being here. I hope you subscribe and hit that thumbs up button, and I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get into it.
So I didn't use an actual paid stocking pattern. You can find several of them on Etsy, but I just really wanted to be able to use what I had at my disposal at home, and I just really wanted to be creative with it. So I just grabbed a paper bag from the grocery store and I cut off the excess side pieces to give me just like the main flat parts, and then I just measured it with my stocking to make sure it was long enough, and I'm taping it together, and then again cutting off the excess pieces. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace my stocking, and I'm going to grab my tape measure, and I'm going to make little marks 1/4 inch around the whole stocking, and then I'm going to just freehand connect all the dots with my marker, and that 1/4 inch is going to give me my seam allowance. So I'm just tracing all the way around the stocking. So now I have my shape and I am just cutting it out. And I actually took my dog's stocking for this because his has the cuff on it. So I'm just measuring the size of the cuff that I want, and same thing, I'm just going around it, marking 1/4 inch out to give me my seam allowance. So now I'm going to take my red minky dot and I'm going to lay it out flat, and then I'm going to take my new stocking shape, and using this disappearing ink marker, you don't have to use a disappearing ink marker, it's just what I already have for tracing out on my fabric. I got them on Amazon. So I'm just tracing out the patterns, and the second piece I made sure to flip it so that it mirrored, so that when I have my two pieces cut out, I can put them right side to right side and they will match up for when I pin and sew them together. So now I'm just cutting it out. And I'm going to do something different with the black minky dot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my piece in half, and I'm going to take the stocking shape and I'm actually going to pin it straight to the fabric. Obviously the marker is not going to show up on the black fabric, and I don't have the one that's specifically for black fabric. So I'm just going to pin it to the minky, and then I'm just going to cut it out directly from there. And the reason I flipped it inside out is because as it is folded in on itself, it is right side to right side. So when I cut it out like I'm doing now, the pieces are already mirrored together. So now I'm just cutting out the cuff pieces, and I'm basically doing the exact same thing, using the disappearing ink marker, outlining it, making sure I flip it so that the pieces mirror and are exact when I pin them right side to right side. Don't worry, I know you can't see my face in the video, but I was completely watching my son to make sure he didn't get his fingers with the scissors. So I'm not ignoring what he's doing. I know it looks scary from the video, but I was completely aware and helping him when he needed it, but I was watching him constantly when he was doing this. Okay, so I have my main pieces cut out. I have the black and the red. I actually think what I'm going to do, because the minky is stretchy, it's not very sturdy, so usually you would put like batting or something on the inside like you do when you quilt, but I don't have any of that. So I think what I'm going to do is I might cut just some regular cotton and put it on the inside of this just to make it a little more sturdy, so that when we put stuff in there it doesn't like stretch out. So I'm going to cut some of those pieces, and then I'm going to embroider the design that I want onto these pieces. Colston is going to get Batman, and then let's X it out of there, and then Samuel is going to get, let's see if I can find it. Yes, it was this one. He's going to get Spider-Man. I know they're going to be so excited about it. They don't know exactly what I'm making. They know I'm making, they call them socks, so they know I'm making socks. But they don't know they're gonna have Batman and Spider-Man on it, so I'm really excited to surprise them with it. So I took, this is just regular tearaway stabilizer. I got it in Amazon. It came in a pack of like 50 sheets or something like that. I don't remember exactly. So I just hooped my stabilizer, and I'm going to float my cuff piece directly on it. So I'm just going to spray it with my basting adhesive, put my cuff piece where I want it, and then start to embroider. I put this water-soluble stabilizer on top of the design because the minky is so fuzzy and fluffy, and you know, the long hairs. So when you embroider on top of really fuzzy fabric like that, your stitches can get lost in it. So the water-soluble stabilizer, I actually folded it in half and kind of doubled up on it. So it just helps so that you don't lose your design inside the super fuzzy fabric.
Okay, now that is all done, I have my 4 stocking pieces. I have 2 white, then I have my 2 black, and then I also, while that was stitching out, I cut out the same, I used my paper bag and I cut out the same stocking shape, and I'm going to pin it to the inside of each piece. I have 4 of them, so I'm going to pin them to each one, and then I'm going to sew those together. And then I also have my finished cuff pieces, and I think they turn out super cute, and I can't wait to piece this all together.
As you can see in the video, I'm pinning around the entire stocking. On most of the pieces, I ended up pinning all the way around, completely, even the top part, but then I went back and took the pins out of the top part because obviously that part needs to stay open. So I went back and took all of those out to remind myself, no, don't sew here. So now I am sewing the cuff pieces onto each part of the stocking. I held the stocking up to make sure I was pinning the embroidered piece to the front of the stocking and then making sure I pinned the back cuff piece to the back of the stocking. And now I'm just sewing a straight stitch all the way around the stocking.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year...
Okay guys, so now I have the cuffs sewn onto each of my pieces, and it kept messing me up for a second because I was like, no, that's wrong. But then I remembered, like, okay, you're gonna flip it over. So you have wrong side to right side, because once you are done sewing it, you're gonna flip it inside out and then the cuff will be on the outside. So I just kept having to make sure I was paying attention to it and putting it on the right side. So now I'm going to pin my stocking together. I'm going to put right side to right side so that the blue is on both sides. This blue, by the way, I don't think I mentioned it earlier. This is just a scrap blue that I had. I cut some pieces of it while I was doing the appliques. So it's just a piece of cotton. So it's sturdy and it will keep it a nice strong stocking.
Here we go. All right.
So now, like I said, I'm just pinning all the way around the stocking, and I'm making sure to pin it really securely because Minky, when it is on top of itself really likes to slip and slide around. So I'm just making sure I pinned it really good, and then I'm just doing a straight stitch all the way around.
Santa's gonna come and join us in this song. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sanctuary. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
I waited until I was done sewing the stocking part to sew the cuff pieces because I had to flip it around until it was right side out, and then the cuff pieces were then inside out. So now I could sew them together and fold them over the stocking once they were done, thus making the cuff.
Hey guys, sorry I had to end that pretty abruptly. It is actually the next day. I did not get to finish these yesterday like I wanted to. I do have one pretty much done. I just had to add the loop. So I think this one has turned out super cute so far. I am very happy with it and I cannot wait to show my son. And I have the Batman one almost ready to go. I just have to pin it together. Let's see. That side, and then it will flip over like so. So I'm going to pin this one together, and then I have 2 scrap pieces to make my little loops so that it can hang onto our mantle, and then I'm done. So I'm really bummed I couldn't get this all done yesterday, but that's being a mom. So I had other responsibilities to do. So I am going to go ahead and finish this now.
So as I was turning the Batman stocking inside out, I noticed that I missed part of it when I was sewing the 2 pieces together. So there was a little hole. So I had to go back through, flip it back over, try to find the hole, and then I had to use my seam ripper because the minky had slipped underneath, but the blue had sewn together. So I had to use my seam ripper to undo the stitching in that little part, and then I just stitched back over it.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the little hoop so that it can hang on the mantle. I have 2 pieces here for each stocking, and they are about 1.5 inches wide and 6 inches long. They're both the same size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to use my basting adhesive that I use with my appliques, and I'm going to spray it so that I can fold it and then just sew instead of having to try and pin this tiny little thing. So I'm going to cheat a little bit. And this won't gum up your needle. So I'm just gonna make sure it's even and it's really easy to work with. I hear a kid coming. I thought he was coming and I better hide these because they're a surprise. What? I'm right here. Hey.
Look, Mommy.
What? You got your Santa hat, huh? Where'd we get that?
Superhero.
It's got superheroes on it. It's got the Avengers on it, huh?
Mommy.
What?
Let's Hulk, Mommy. Hey, Mommy.
What?
Do. Let's Hulk. Mommy.
What?
Do.
Yeah.
Let's Hulk.
I see.
Over here. Up there. This is Spidey. This is the first Spidey. No. What's that?
Was that your butt?
Yeah, Sammy. Sammy's stinky butt.
Okay, sorry. I had to stop that because my kids came in and they're crazy. So I have my two pieces. I used my batting adhesive and I folded them on top of themselves. So now what I am going to do is I am just going to sew a line so that, because this is temporary, so I'm just gonna sew straight down the middle so that it always stays closed. So I'm just gonna do a simple straight stitch, put my needle down, go twice, and then back stitch. Back stitch. And then same thing on the black. Stitch, and then I'm done. Now if this were for like a customer or a gift for somebody else, then I probably would have changed my thread color and my bobbin color, but since it's just for my kids, it's fine. So you can't really, I mean, you can see the thread through it if you look really close, but the minky, it's so fuzzy that it hides it pretty well, so I'm not concerned about it. Okay, so now I am going to attach it to the stocking. I am going to just put it right on the inside because I want it to hang on my fireplace like this on this side. So I'm going to hang it on the inside right here. Okay, so here they are all finished. I am so happy with how they turned out. I am so proud of myself. I think they are so stinking cute. I can't wait to go hang them up on the fireplace, and I can't wait to go surprise them with the kids. I just wanted to give you guys like an up close of what they look like. I did mess up right here. I didn't cut the white close enough on the applique, but that's okay. And then this one is just really fuzzy because of the minky right now. So I will lint roll that. But yes, I think they are super cute. If I were to do anything differently, I probably would have doubled this up so that I could fold this under. I thought about folding a little seam right here
and kind of folding it under so that it just looked cleaner and so that you can't see the underneath, but I just don't think I have enough room with how close I did his name to the bottom. So if I had to do anything differently, I would do that. I do have enough room to do it on his, but that's okay. It's just for my kids, so I'm not super worried about it. Another thing that I would do differently is I would have sewn the hoop in when I sewed these two together, instead of trying to get it sewn in on the side. So that's another thing I would have done differently too. But all in all, I'm very happy with them, and let's go surprise my kiddos.
Okay.
Boy, sit on the blue rug. I got a surprise for you, okay?
Okay.
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 Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay, open. What do you think?
Yeah, like Batman.
Yeah, you're wearing a Batman shirt. That was perfect. Didn't plan that one, huh? Do you like it? No, it's not a hat, buddy. It's a stocking.
Stocking?
Yeah, we're gonna put it on the fireplace with your other ones, huh? We can take down these old ones of yours, huh?
Mommy,
Should we take it down and hang up your new ones?
Mommy, if I got a sock, Mommy.
It is like a sock, huh? Okay, here, let mommy see your new one. Oh, you folded it inside out, Sammy.
That's funny, Mommy.
Now we gotta fix it.
That's funny.
Hang on. Okay, what do we think, guys?
Spider-Man.
They kind of want to go straight and not really lay flat, huh? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really cute, huh?
Oh, more, Mommy. Oh, more.
Do you like it, Sammy?
Yeah.
Yeah, which one's yours?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Colson, which one's yours?
Batman.
Batman.
Sammy, you're
I guess I could have done black or something on the inside, but I just wanted to use what I had, so I don't mind. Do you like it, Sammy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm so hungry.
Well, there's no toys in it yet, buddy. We gotta wait till Christmas. Okay? We gotta wait till Christmas. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. Okay guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for being here and following along. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and hit that bell notification so that you are notified next time I post a video. And I want to hear from you guys. Let me know down in the comments below what project you guys are working on this Christmas season. Okay, I will see you guys next time.